Let's start with the Chargers laying 3 at the Green Bay Packers. This total 43.5. Brinson, a while ago you would never not bet on the Packers at home, but that's not this season, huh?
Yeah, I mean the Packers are trash, hot trash, in fact. And I think it's interesting that, and I sort of wrote about this for CBSSports.com, but everything's falling on Jordan Love in terms of the blame and the issues. And, part of that is because he was a first round pick and he replaced Aaron Rodgers. And there's all these, reasons why Packers fans should be upset at Jordan Love, because they thought that, when you move on from Aaron Rodgers, that you're going to do it, especially for a guy that you traded up for to get for a franchise quarterback. And it looked like after like 2 games, it was like, oh my God, Jordan Love's a guy. Maybe not. But what's even worse? They have 9 first-round picks, I think, on defense, and they stink.
Yeah.
They can't stop anybody. The Chargers offense is kind of regressing, but really showed some great signs against Detroit. Outstanding performance from Justin Herbert. Keenan Allen really balled out. And I think this is kind of a last stand for the Chargers if they want to make a playoff push at all. So I think we get an inspired performance from that offense. Brandon Staley's got to save his job too. And defensively, the Chargers should be able to do enough against Jordan Love and the Packers, I think, to come away with a win. Would like it to be less than 3, but it'll probably end up being a push with the Chargers -3 is the best bet, because the Chargers don't know how to do anything other than win by 3.
They don't even do that well.
Yeah, I'm on the other side. I love the Packers this week. You talk about how trash they are. You know who's trash is the Chargers coaching staff. And I mean, they're just going to never be good. I think the market here is projecting them to still be an above average team, because Packers have a great home field advantage, one of the best home field advantages in the league, especially you get down later in the year. It's even more so. So I think with this number, either the Chargers got to be better than average or the Packers have to be one of the worst teams in the league. And if you want to rank them next to the Panthers, I think that, that's your call. I don't think they're quite that bad. They look like they had a respectable offense on the road last week, despite a poor game from Aaron Jones. We thought with his absence, when he finally came back, that would be the difference, but he didn't play well and he still had a good game. And then you get those 2 bad Jordan Love picks at the end, which you're never going to avoid with him. But, Chargers like to keep teams around anyway. Their defense 31st in yards per pass. So while Green Bay isn't Detroit, they're not going to score 41. I think they'll be able to score points in this game. Their defense, you talked about how bad they are. They've had a rough, run with injuries. A lot of guys missing last week. Should be better this week. Hopefully the secondary will be better. I know Jair Alexander missed Wednesday's practice, and because they traded away Rasul Douglas, that's already a double shot there. But luckily for them, you only have to recover 1 receiver for the Chargers, because they're down to Keenan Allen, and he just gets all the targets now, and you don't really have to worry about any of these other guys. So, and Keenan Allen himself did not practice on Wednesday with a shoulder injury. So if he's limited in this game, I mean, I don't know how the Chargers are going to move the ball a ton here. You throw in their power rating plus Green Bay's home field, I wouldn't be surprised if you'd have made this line Packers -1, it wouldn't have shocked me. I think the Packers have a case to be favored here. So at +3, I love taking them. It's my first best bet.
All right, Pop Stars, you're looking at Aaron Jones.
I do. I'm going to fade him. RJ mentioned him. He just hasn't looked good. He's got a lingering hamstring issue that just seems to have sapped his effectiveness. He's averaging only 3.7 yards per carry this season. He's been held under this line in 5 of 6 games. It's under 54.5 rushing yards, by the way. He's only gone over 1 single performance. It required 20 carries as well in the game. Chargers defense isn't good, but the one place that they're adequate or above average is they've been a good run-stopping defense. They were 8th in EPA allowed per rush coming into the week. They've shut down Isaiah Pacheco, Breece Hall, Dante Foreman, Tony Pollard, Josh Jacobs, held all those guys to below 60 rushing yards and 4.0 yards per carry. I think it's a good spot to fade Aaron Jones. I think we're just going to see pretty much a split between A.J. Dillon, who hasn't been great himself, but he's been equally, if not more effective than Aaron Jones. So I'm going to fade him. I think they're going to utilize Jones more in the short area passing game and as a receiver.
Chargers have been really good against the run too. And so would you guys start Keaton Mitchell on Thursday? We're recording this on Thursday. I'm asking for fantasy questions. Keaton Mitchell or Aaron Jones this week?
Depend.
Aaron Jones.
I would depend on kind of the situation. If I was trailing and I needed a high upside game, then I'd probably go Mitchell. If I'm looking for like a guaranteed 10 to 12 points, I'd go Aaron Jones.
Okay. You said Jones?
Yeah,
that's right. This is my dad's fantasy team.
Oh, are you? Yeah.
He went 3-0 in his work league. He's surging. We had a
Yeah, you're just not. You're going to get the volume there, and I'm not sure you get it with Mitchell. It's
That, and he's like, you got a minute? I need to talk to you. I'm like, oh boy. He's like, let's talk about this defense situation. We dropped the Vikings for the Chiefs. Very exciting news.
Oh, very exciting news.